Hey, fellow INFJ. I'm checking out my new tablet. I got it to do editing for photography. Um, Also, I came outside and it just started raining as soon as I came out. Yeah, it's sprinkling a little bit in the back. But I was sitting at work and I'm a delivery driver, but also I got to do other stuff inside the restaurant. Like, so today I happen to be doing bagging up chicken chicken wings, so the flats and the drummies, and I did it before, but this time I was like acknowledging what I was doing, and the things that I was doing was I was being specific to the to the count, and to make it equal there had to be a certain amount of flats and a certain amount of drummies, because I know how it is when I've ordered drummies or drumsticks or wings and I've gotten all flats. I don't like flats. I like the drummies. Um, so I had to make it balance. It was like 3 or 4 of each. Anyway, so the manager, who kind of annoys me, he came back there and he was like, well, "How long are you gonna be?" He's like, "Are you gonna finish this?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna finish it." He's like, "Well, how long is it gonna be?" And I said, "I don't know, probably like about 20, 30 minutes." He's like, "You got like five sheets left to do." And I was like, "Yeah, it'll take me about that." He's like, "Well, you're gonna finish?" I was like, "Well, yeah." And the reason why this person's kind of annoying, because he always like been a person who doesn't understand, and he gives a lot of sideways remarks about my processing. And he used to think like I was in my mid 20s, and he thought he was older than me. He's like his late 30s, almost 40. And I told him how old I am. I was like, "I'm older than you, dude." He's like, "What?" Um, so we're like, the whole reason why I'm telling this is about my processing style as an INFJ, and also my attention to detail. It's like I'm so focused on the details that the flats have to not over imbalance the amount that I'm making, because it just doesn't feel right. And ever since I started at that place, that's been my process, and I felt that it slowed down my process. But for me, I needed to do that because I had to develop this my own way of doing things. And it's just like, trust the cycle. That's what I kept on. That's what I felt like I needed to keep on saying to that dude. But he still doesn't get it. He's kind of dramatic. I don't know what he is. Oh, the rain's coming down a little bit more. Um, but yeah, so there's a purpose. Like, even with cutting bread, like, because we get these long things of bread, and then we cut them into slices, and people do them different ways. But then when they do it, they're trying to act like, "Oh, we do this all fast," and they do it fast, but they end up like squashing the bread. Or a lot of times there's like huge slices or thin slices, and they're what it called angled incorrectly, and that's annoying for me. Like, it's all like the presentation for me. That's what I'm thinking about. Like, you're presenting the guest with this all lopsided type of bread. Like, you gotta have it even, and it's gotta look consistent, because then it looks nicer. You're like, yeah, no matter what, it's gonna taste nice, but I don't know, it's just the presentation, the attention to detail. But then, like what I was trying to say, like, trust the process. Um, like, I learned how to find that angle and how far I need to move the knife over. Then I start to get quicker, and I have gotten a lot quicker at doing it. And it's just like, I haven't dedicated myself to become a chef, or work in a kitchen, or work in a restaurant. So of course I'm gonna be lagging behind. I've done all kinds of different stuff, but nothing like that. Um, anyway, so forgot what else. yeah, so there's just all that type of stuff. Oh yeah, then also like recent, like I never really acknowledged my attention to detail and what do you call the bigger picture, because I was working on a video project. It was supposed to be a documentary, but then the person like slacker, there's a big slacker. It's the project manager for that project that I was working on, and it was like I got the funding, like me. I went to the Minnesota Department of Health and I presented to them my story and told them what needs to be done, and they granted this group the money. But then I don't know. That was always a frustrating thing. Like, why don't I get to manage the thing? Like, I got it. I got the funding because of the stuff that I said, and it's that whole being a token type of person thing. Like, always annoys me. Then they take the money and do whatever they want with it. But anyway, so so back to the attention to detail, and like me and that guy was like we're arguing after we got to a certain point, and he stopped. Like he was supposed to be the manager and setting up meetings so I can do these interviews, and I was there was a certain amount of payment for each interview period, and he wasn't following through. Sometimes he'll have like only 2 or 3 people show up. Sometimes he had 5, but then it was like a waste of time. It just wasn't handling the money correctly, and it wasn't having the best production with the money, if I'm saying that right. But anyway, so I forget what it was now. Oh yeah, so we're arguing, and he's like I told him I need him because like we work well and we talk well, and our processing is similar in a way. And I was just trying to be like, come on, man. But then he was like, no. He's like, I do agree with you that we do need each other. He's like, but I need you to help me. I need you to understand this, that I am a detailed person and you're a vision person. You see the big picture. He's like, but you need me because I see the details and all the little things that need to be done. But then at that point in that time, I was like, that's the problem though. You're not paying attention to the details. It's like, because we have a bigger picture that needs to be accomplished. And so like when he was kind of saying that, I just kind of agreed with him, but I went, of course I went into thought process. It's like, am I just really a visionary and a big picture type of person, or am I attention to detail? And of course I go into all my video work. Oh my god, that's all details. Like looking at all the details and what throwing stuff away that's not going to work because of small details that's not going to work, or you try and fix the details, and it goes into the photography too. But then also for all the other work that I've done, I've always been attention to detail because thinking about the results. So so yeah, things didn't work out. That person's a slacker. um, then I try to tell the department heads or the what do you call the directors. I was like, you need to say something to this guy. He's not helping me. He's not working with me. And they're like, that's just the way he is. I was like, well, why'd you put him on this project? This project is supposed to be important. Like, why are you gonna put someone who slacks and waits till the last moment and never produces things to the full extent? That's a waste of money. It's a waste of my time. I was thinking, but yeah. Oh my god, even that, like I was talking to another coworker and we are talking about time and our use of time. It's like we feel like it's a waste of our time when they keep us later than we need to be when it's dead time, nothing's going on, and it frustrates me. It's always frustrated me about having these other type of jobs, and like they're not utilizing my skills Like, come on, give me the time. Let me do something. Put me to work. It's like I can do this and this and this and this. Like, let me do it. And a lot of times, like, you just end up sitting there, and it's like, this is a waste of time. This is a waste of your money. This is a waste of my time. And doing something, finding something to do. Like, I don't know. It's like this whole video is supposed to be about processing and detail. It's all kind of about processing details, attention to details, like wasting money too, wasting time. It's like I always gotta. I want to feel like my time is well spent, and like even though when I'm lazy and relaxing, I feel like that's well spent because it's re-energizing me. I'm rebooting, you know. It's like, what do you call that? Put it on snooze mode so your battery power energizes quicker. Yeah, I know, but yeah. So hopefully this sound sounds good and the video looks good. It has like a autofocus on it, so I can see that it blurs out the back a little bit. And yeah, all right. So thank y'all for listening. Leave a comment down below, like your attention to detail, like what makes you similar, what makes you different, what stands out for you, all of that, or even some helpful hints or thoughts of what I could consider doing. All right, thank y'all for listening. This is Comanche, the INFJ, and I'm out of here. Live long and prosper. Bye.